Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can. And I continue with the sinking city, Blind. Now, I am off to kill Joseph Hill because he is a sick bastard who has been reviving the dead just to torture them for information, and I do wholeheartedly believe that's like majorly wrong. Although I might kill Usha herself after I am done dealing with her, because she's obviously also a huge danger. She has killed like a dozen people, and she feeds on human blood, so she needs to kill people to survive. So it will like continue without end.
I need an explanation, Joseph.
No? What did you want to know?
I found the laboratory, Joseph. The one used to raise dead from the ashes and salt.
So then you understand why I need Usha's body. She knows what we both need. The way inside Katiganar.
You revived the dead, then tortured them. That's an abomination.
Do not rush to judgment, Reed. They had their time. Would you truly value one old life over the suffering of millions? They're not even human. Those specters, monstrosities, they are just the vessels of their former knowledge. You can't compare them to the living.
Well, obviously you can. Like, if torture works on them, then obviously they do feel pain, and if they do feel pain, it's wrong to torture them. Like, duh. Like, what's difficult to understand about that?
I know you had a deal with Raymond, the man who brought you the mummy. What happened to him?
Nothing he didn't deserve. This newcomer, he was only interested in treasure. It's his fault Usha is after us now.
He's her toy now, possessed and tormented. But it was you who let this happen.
Me? I did not free her, and for Kay's sake, why should I risk everything to save an imbecile? My mission is of far greater importance.
You tormented Usha to get the knowledge you were after. Why?
She refused to tell me what I needed. I was trying to find another way, but until the spell was found, I used more mundane methods.
Like pouring acid on her?
It was stubborn, no longer human. I was forced to try everything. Every time I recreated her, she told me I didn't deserve the knowledge.
Usha made me a proposal. She's willing to help me get inside Katiganar.
What? Surely not. It must be a trap.
You didn't even ask me what she wanted in return.
I fear I know already. She wants me dead. Dane, she's using you, Reed. She knows I'm the only one who can stop her. I have already prepared the unguent to prevent her resurrection. Please, can't we just finish this as planned?
Nope. I think you're trash.
Sorry, Joseph. I don't want to deal with either of you. But Usha is the one who knows what I need, not you. Nothing personal.
You're dooming us all. I won't let you do this.
Well, actually, it's highly personal, because I'm not killing him because I trust her. I'm killing him because I believe he's trash.
You did well. She is pleased. Enter her home and she will tell you the secret of the depths.
Seems like a lot of running around when we're already talking.
The vessel through which he talks would hear what he does not deserve. She would prefer not to kill him.
Where will I find you?
Didn't she tell you? About the stone fingers in the garden where the dead men live on? She thought you'd understand.
Ah, can't you be more specific? A garden for the dead. Is that a cemetery or crypt?
See? You did have it.
Okay then. I'm on my way.
Oh, my head.
Okay, so I assume those are the 5 stones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I guess they like encircle the chapel as a hand. To be honest, I find those underwater sections to be a little bit pointless because of how similar they are. They are kind of like the boat sections.
This mask. Masterfully carved head seems like a real treasure. So, Raymond was not the only visitor of this sunken tomb. Just one of them. Was not the only visitor of this sunken tomb. Feels wrong with this statue. There's no trace of seaweed on it. not finished here yet. Joseph is dead. I fulfilled my part of the deal. Now it's your turn.
Outsmarked man. Ask and she will answer. Stop the cycle like the cab before you. Like the ancestors.
What lies beneath this city? Tell me about the ruins.
A temple. A prison. A cradle of old Kay. A dark pit speaking with many voices. She never knew. Only a name. Ktikonar.
How do you know this?
She asked the dead. The dead who came before. And they asked their dead like you ask her now. This is the cycle.
Tell me how I can enter the temple.
You must find a sacred seal. The key to the monoliths. You and it know each other. It will obey.
You mean this one?
Yes, yes, fate is kind. Now listen well. You have seen the great stone in the city center? This is the gate to Shivalba.
How can I stop the madness that seeps from below? What waits for me down there?
You will find out when it is time. Her marked man descended, and the Katiganar slept. Follow his path. Do as he did.
And did he return?
No.
How do I open the gate in the monolith?
You must search for a hollow, craving to accept the seal.
And that's it?
No. The seal is incomplete. You must gather 3 gay fingers growing on the 3 monoliths, and unite them with the seal.
So I've got to find pieces of 3 monoliths. Can you at least tell me where they are?
She doesn't know. But every cycle, the fire servants gather near these special places. Find them. They will have the answer.
You say there were others before me. Who were they?
Marked men and women and things that went before. This place is old, but it still stands.
Why do you call me marked?
You bear the touch of old Kay. You see more, feel more, and are even more inside.
I just need to find the fire worshippers, then gather the 3 K fingers to complete the seal. I suppose it could be worse.
She wishes you the wisdom to choose what must be chosen. But leave now. She must rest.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't think I can let you live. Like, it's a pity because I definitely see her more as a victim than I do a villain. But the truth is that she is in her short, relatively short time span in the city, she has killed at least like a dozen people, and she needs to keep killing people to survive. So I don't see how this is going to work. And besides, however callous it might seem to say, she had her turn to live. Like, she has been dead for centuries. I'm sorry, but you're going down.
Looks like you might need some help finding peace. Allow me to oblige.
Her new life is terrible, but death is worse. As you will now discover, Dane.
She's actually hiding from me. Okay, there's a bit of a problem in the fact that I don't really have that much ammunition. I am the seed. I am one of the seeds and can thus enter Katigonar. Now I have everything I need, the seal and the knowledge of how to enter Katigonar. I fear there might be no coming back from what comes next, so it's time to pull all of my affairs in order. When I'm ready, I'll return to my room and prepare for Katigonar. Yeah, I think I am ready actually. Like, I specifically have no side quests that require doing.
Stuff that dreams are made of. Get beyond the misery.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Another scientist dead. Oakmont has lost another great mind. Prominent local scientist and archaeologist Joseph Hill was found dead in his study in Reed Heights overnight. Who would dare to take a life of this renowned researcher, and more importantly, why? While those questions remain unanswered, it seems like Oakmont's finest are hunted by some kind of unenviable doom. Joseph Hill was not the first to leave us grieving in his absence, nor it seems will he be the last, and yet he is not entirely gone. He will live on in the hearts of those who knew him and loved him, and in his science is sure to inspire a new generation of ambitious students. The prophecy with my notes. Since dark eons before the age of man, Katigonar lies beneath the ground. In that eldritch prison rests the dreamer's hidden daughter, bound to never leave. But there are those who would free the daughter if the dreamer's seed would only pass to her. Each turn of the cycle, those carrying the seed are drawn to Katigonar, driven by hideous visions. The seal of Katigonar will open the way. Many will try and perish. When the stars are right and the dreamer stirs in his house, one will succeed. The daughter shall be freed, and from her swollen womb the dreamer shall spawn once more. Is this my fate? Will the one who succeeds die?
Get beyond the misery. 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 Get beyond the misery
The source of the spreading madness is the Dreamer's hidden daughter, locked in Ketegonar, an eldritch prison beneath Oakmont. Only the Seed can enter Ketegonar and may open it or close it for one more cycle. The entrance to Ketegonar is the monolith in Central Advent. To open it, I must complete the seal by finding 3 stone cave fingers growing on 3 monoliths around the city. The first is on the central monolith. To find the other 2, I'll need to seek out the fire worshippers.
Never again, they say. Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
Okay, let's go. Let's go and deal with this. The prophecy doesn't explicitly say that the Seed will die after they enter Ketegonar. I might survive. There is a chance I might survive. I wouldn't count on it. Like Usha, for example, said that none of those who entered returned. So, you know, the previous Chosen did restart the cycle because the existence of humankind, you know, continued, but they didn't return. Okay, the central monolith is behind this church here in Advent.
Hey, knock it off!
Pretty drastic way to get rid of the past. I can smell the gasoline even from here. Why would anyone need so much?
Oh, they burned themselves to death. Cleanse yourselves. The time has come, brothers and sisters. We must cleanse ourselves before we face the new world. We shall leave behind our sorrows and passions and meet our new lives pure. Join the cleansing at St. Michael's Church of the Burning Bush. Okay, so I guess they were sensing the end of the cycle and were expecting the end of the world to come with it.
The lid's not closed tightly, and there's still some gas in the can. Seems like it was opened recently.
Those who are pure shall rest by his feet, and their souls will rejoice, and they will sing forever among the angels.
I have to pause for a second, be right back. Okay, I'm back. So...
Those who are pure shall rest by his feet, and their souls will rejoice, and they will sing forever among the angels.
You scared me. Who are you? Are you late for the cleansing too?
Yeah, my name's Charles Reed. And you are?
Meryl. But just call me sister. We're all family after all, right?
What happened here?
The cleansing. This cycle has come to its end, and the next is about to begin. So we must purify ourselves in the fire.
Wait, you mean they did it to themselves?
With joy, brother. Joy. We have waited long for this moment, but soon the cycle will begin anew, and we will be reborn in the new world, cleansed. You can leave all this behind, brother. A fresh start. Join us.
But how do you know? What if it's just suicide?
If the cycle doesn't restart, then we are truly blessed. For we'll avoid the great calamity. Angel showed us those horrors in our dreams. If we are not reborn in the new cycle, then the seed has succeeded, and the daughter is free, and that is no world worth living in.
You're a fire worshiper, yeah? Do you know which of the monoliths opens the way beneath the city?
Why do you ask?
It's where I need to go. I am the seed.
It's you, K-Blast. Father Nicholas knew you'd come to us. We were watching our dreams for you.
Okay. Does that mean you know which monoliths are needed to open the way?
Me? No. No, I dreamed just a fraction of what was needed. But Father Nicholas put it all together. His notes are hidden downstairs, so that only you may find them. Take the key to the lower rooms. I think Father Nicholas left it on the altar.
Are you planning to immolate yourself?
It is the cleansing, yes.
That seems like an awful way to die. Please, are you sure?
I am not scared of pain. Purity will be my passage to the new cycle.
I will advise you not to do this.
Look, you're young, with a whole life ahead of you. You can find meaning here, in this cycle. Don't throw it away.
Just let me think about it. May your path be clear, brother.
So can I convince her not to do it? The cycle will repeat. There's an event that restarts the cycle. The cycle will repeat until one day the seed frees the hidden daughter. The dreamer's hidden daughter is still imprisoned inside Katagonar. If the prison opens, mankind will likely die. Restarting the cycle is useless. Restart the cycle and save mankind. Oakmont will be destroyed, but mankind will be spared for another few centuries. Oakmont will be destroyed, you say? Okay, that kind of changes things for me. Like, I thought it is just me who is going to die. Because I intensely dislike or like borderline hate the notion of utilitarianism. Like, I despise the line of logic that says it's actually morally right to kill like all of the inhabitants of the city just because it's a mathematically less number than the inhabitants of the world as a whole. I think this is a very dangerous line of thinking and potentially disastrous. I thought I would just kill myself to restart the cycle. So maybe it is pointless. If you have to basically commit like mass human sacrifice to just prolong, because how many people can live here? Like, I would imagine at least a couple dozen thousand. Like, it seems a decently sized town, to be honest. So there's no sense in postponing the inevitable. One day someone will end the cycle and mankind will be destroyed. Yeah, I talked about this before. Like, I don't necessarily believe it's pointless. I just wasn't aware that it involves killing everyone in Oakmont. I thought it's just me. Oakmont will be destroyed, you say. Like, I guess I'll stay with this, restart the cycle and save mankind, but I can also always change my... I can change my answer, right? Right until the very end.
May your path be clear, brother.
Okay, so it shows like a pyre and an archangel. I'm seriously considering ending it all. The Book of the Holy Flame. The Lord established his throne in the heaven, amongst the tongues of flame and fiery pits. Those who are pure shall rest by his feet, and their souls will rejoice, and they will sing forever amongst the angels. The sinners, contrariwise, shall go to hell, to him of the devil sunken below, with its cold streets and silver cobblestones, where they will rest in eternal suffering until the end of time. That's an interesting juxtaposition, because in this religion, heaven is actually fiery, while the hell is cold. Shopping list: cans of gasoline, kindling, make sure it's dry, large box of matches, try to get everything before the dawn.
May your path be clear, brother.
Yeah, I will have to consider my options before the game ends. Brothers and sisters, please be careful. The end of the cycle is nigh, and wild beasts have begun to inadvertently emerge in some of our premises. If you are visiting the Zetic room, please exercise extreme caution and be sure to bear arms.
Lucid dreaming, dream wandering. Someone's been studying hard. Sleeping draft. A strong one.
At last, the dreams of my brothers and sisters have started to become clear. The cycle is coming to its end. Time to perform the cleansing ritual so our souls can retain their memory, their purpose. I put together all signs from our dreams and hid them so only the Seed can find them. They will help him find what he seeks. Seed, if you're reading this, I hope you'll restart the cycle so that we may meet in the next one. The human blood is to find treasures of the ones who are not human anymore. The first stone will drop by the shadow on his dwelling. 3 lives shall take their start among the iron horses in the shadow of the second stone. The waters will wash away the first blood they spill.
This must be part of the seal.
Okay, 1 out of 3, you say?
May your path be clear, brother.
Looks like this was left for me.
Father Nicholas's instructions: the first monolith, by its mere presence, shall transform a man from ordinary to renowned. Once the water rises, he will divine in human treasures never before seen, drawing crowds and acclaim to his humble abode. Many shall praise him, transcribe his words, and share his face on paper. Seek the monolith, for it hides what the seeker desires under the azure cloak. The second monolith, pretentious and proud, shall be delivered unto Oakmont with disciples 3, each identical to the last. They shall enter the world at an uncertain hour, as the first young citizens of Oakmont after the waters rise. Seek the monolith, for it holds that which the seed desires. Beneath an azure cloak. I think, like, to be honest, one of them mentions with disciples, one of the monoliths shall be delivered unto Oakmont with disciples 3. So I think there are like many small monoliths. Well, I guess she did burn herself to death. Oh, right here, alongside the others. I don't necessarily approve, but you know, it's her own life. She's free to throw it away whatever way she wants. I think there are like small monoliths around the university. Which could mean those 3 brothers. Oh, they're like there's green lightning striking the sky.
All on sale, today only.
Although they also said
Something I can help you with, sir?
they also said that those monoliths are specifically linked with the fire worshippers, so maybe they are at different churches. Maybe I can research something like in the books about although this seems to be about some kind of a renowned explorer or something. It says the monolith by its mere presence shall transform a man from ordinary to renowned. He will divine in human treasures, drawing crowds and whatever. So maybe I can like look for information on a guy that has become famous since the flood. let's go first. Shall be transformed from an ordinary man to renowned. And also, what's the Azure Cloak? If he was so renowned, maybe he also has some like newspaper articles written about him. A small stand line at the eastern end of Old Colony Street is now the talk of Oakmont. Jimmy Price, a fisherman living in the boondocks on the border of Coverside and Grimhaven, has become famous overnight for his remarkable findings. Not a week passes without him emerging from the sea with another piece of gold, jewelry or ancient treasure. Antiquities expert Diane Miles is baffled. "These trinkets are unlike anything I've ever seen," says Mrs. Miles. "The only thing I can tell you for certain is that it's pretty darn old." Eastern end of Old Colony Street. Okay. It's certainly a lead. Okay, so again. Well, that is a monolith for sure.
Still wet. Someone undressed in a hurry.
I've lost count of how many nights the Archie has been trapped in this storm. We're going round in circles. Drock rocks don't let us leave this snub city or turn back to come ashore. No food left. My sister and her husband are clearly mad with hunger. They say we must jump into the sea and cross it by foot underwater. They jumped. They all just jumped into the water, my whole family, with a sickly smile on their faces. Kay helped me. I am the only one with a diving suit, and will try to reach the shore. Pray for me.
No sign of a seal fragment on this side of the monolith. This isn't gonna be easy.
K-finger beneath the Azure Cloak. The instructions from the fire worshippers say that one of the monoliths has what I seek beneath the Azure Cloak. No sign of the K-finger for my seal on the upper part of the monolith. Most of it is underwater. Dive to complete the seal. The prophecy says that one of the monoliths will hide what I seek under the Azure Cloak. Sounds like I need to hunt for that part of the seal underwater. The fisherman from the article found gold underwater. He should have somewhere to dive from. Maybe I'll find clues in his house? Katagonar holds the daughter. The Dreamer's hidden daughter is still imprisoned in Katagonar. If the prison opens, mankind will likely die. Katagonar is preventing the people of Oakmont from leaving the city. Okay, they told me where he lives, right? Living in the boondocks on the border of Coverside and Grimhaven. Okay, so I take it... Oh, maybe it will actually directly show me.
It's barricaded from the inside.
Jimmy, none of us is going to leave our homes and join that Dane adventure of yours. We're perfectly fine here in Oakmont and have no need to look for a better place. Moreover, calling your skip Archie is the rock of a Dane idea. Aunt Lavinia. What's so bad about the name Archie?
There you are. You a local? Can I ask you about this shore?
Live here for 30 years. I'm gonna die here. So, what do you want?
I need to get to the base of that rock off the beach. And where's the best place to dive?
So you're going to hell like everyone else. Figures.
What do you mean?
The crew, the Archie. My family, all of them drowned. Something in the mare. It calls to them. It hypnotizes them. So you still want to go?
As if I've got any choice.
Then may I ask you for a favor? Would you put these crosses on my relatives down there? I don't know how else to help their poor souls. If you agree, I'll show you where I used to dive. Before the snub.
But won't it be difficult to identify your relatives?
It's only been 2 days. Their bodies will not have spoiled.
But there's the fish.
The fish avoid the rock, like anything alive.
You said something on the seabed caused your family to drown. How is that possible?
Archie was our chance to escape. We tried to get away, but the mare stopped us. Rocks appeared from nowhere. A deep fog fell. We spent a week roaming near the shore, unable to escape. Our supplies drained, our minds weakened. Whispers, shadows moving in the fog.
Madness.
I put on a diving suit, but the others just jumped overboard, one by one. I was the last. The suit's the only reason I got to shore.
I'll help you. Now, give me the crosses and show me where to dive.
Okay, bless you, mister. I have a dive spot on the first floor. Here's a key.
I didn't get your name. What do they call you?
Jimmy Price. Why do you ask?
It's been a while since I've met an ordinary person. I just wanted to talk. The name's Charles Reed, by the way.
Well, nice to meet you, Charles.
So, Jimmy, what's next for you?
I don't know. I've lost it all. My wife, Rebecca, my daughter. The mayor took everyone I knew. Now I wonder if the mayor's making me repay for my greed. Taking that gold from its depths. Cursed the day I found that Druck ring.
Well, to be honest, that is not your fault, because, like, it's a crazy leap of logic to go from, oh, I must not take sunken treasure from the sunken treasure from the bottom of the ocean that seemingly belongs to no one anymore because the sea spirits are going to kill my entire family. Like, that's not a line of thinking that regular, well-adjusted people would usually follow.
Even if that were true, you couldn't have known. It's not your fault.
I guess. Thank you.
You ever think about what might be, Jimmy? Something you want more than anything.
What? That's an unexpected question. Let me think. I guess it's obvious. I want to hug my Rebecca one more time. Want to see a smile on her face. And you?
I want none of this to be real. To wake up in my bed in Boston, eat real food, drink good coffee, and forget it all.
Sounds nice.
Yeah. Thanks, Jimmy. I guess it's back to it.
Take care, Charles.
Bye.
Since the day Oakmont was stricken by the flood, fishermen have complained that their prey seems to have vacated all the coastal waters. I have no idea where the rock all the fisk went, said Mr. B. Morgan, a fisherman from Salvation Harbor. We return empty-handed every single time, yet those toad-faced scum returned with more nets loaded up with fisk. This is witchcraft of their underwater kin, I'm telling you. The port is raging with dissatisfaction at this unprecedented advantage that the Innsmouters have in the fishing trade. To what can this be success attributed? The Oakmont Chronicle will investigate. One thing's for sure, though. Something smells fisky. Okay, so I guess that's all of the sunken treasure that he has collected. In Fisherman's Farewell Note, whether the gold I found was cursed or not, I have enough to start building a skip of my own. I'm calling her Archie. We're leaving this wretched city that even Kay has turned his back on. If anyone finds this, please pray for us. Okay, I need to pause for a second, so be right back. Okay, I'm back, so let's continue and go into the depths. Okay, I'm supposed to find the corpses of this guy's family. Like, the exit from a location is usually rather clearly denoted, so...
I hope you find a place where your soul can rest in peace. That is
That's a pity, definitely. That's like one of the most fascinating things that I have done in my entire gaming career. I don't quite know how to easily circumvent it. Like, maybe I can just run away from it. Although I guess the problem is I still have one corpse to find. Oh, that's Archie, the boat.
This is grotesque. Neither alive nor dead.
Well, he seems pretty dead to me.
I found your family, Jimmy. Rest assured, I did what you asked.
Thank you. Hopefully it will ease their troubled souls. I'm sorry I asked you to risk your life on my behalf. Please take this as a token of my gratitude.
Bye.
Okay, so let me try and figure out the next monolith that I'm supposed to find. The second monolith, portentous and proud, shall be delivered unto Oakmont with disciples 3, each identical to the last. They shall enter this world at an uncertain hour as the first young citizens of Oakmont after the waters rise. Oh! Duh! Like, this is about the birth of triplets? Because it says they shall enter the world as the first citizens of Oakmont after the waters rise. So, you know, the first triplet birth after the flood. Because and triplet twins as well, which can't be that common of an occurrence, because it says disciples 3, each identical to the last. So I probably can look that up at the hospital to see, you know, what was the triplet birth right after the flood. Okay.
No, please, no. He's mad. He's completely mad.
Knock it off. A record of triplets. Laura, Claire and Alison Whiteley, triplets. Date of birth, record lost at the start of the flood. Place of birth, a railway station on the intersection of Salvation Road and Moorland. In the shells, Letitia Whiteley, deceased in childbirth. Father unknown. Okay, so Salvation Road and Moorland Road in the shells. So I assume this is the monolith they meant.
Chipping off such a huge piece would require a lot of effort. You couldn't do this alone. Definitely handmade. Looks like a piece of the monolith. Even this monstrosity couldn't survive being riddled with harpoons.
Okay, those definitely look like chipped away portions of the monolith.
monster took a good bite out of this poor man. His own mother wouldn't recognize him now.
Harder! We must have this piece of the stone. It's blessed. Hurry! I think I heard something. The wild beasts smell us! Protect the stone!
Time to figure this out.
Harder! Must have this piece of the stone. Hurry! I think I heard something. The wild beasts smell us! Protect the stone!
A group of fanatics chipped off a piece of the monolith and got away with it. Apparently it was the one with the niche I need. The wood's rotten from the damp. I wouldn't want to be him. I wouldn't want to be him.
Why can't I inspect the stones?
Definitely handmade. Looks like a piece of the monolith. All soaked in blood. I hope it's still readable.
Excited to be the secretary of our community, the history of our ascension will be written by my own hand. 2 days ago we found the blessed piece of the stone. It's so close. The hour of our ascension draws near. The new headquarters in the Western Shelves on Justice Street between Inner Shine and Warren, closer to the stone so it will be easier to transport. Okay, on Justice Street between Warren and Inner Shine. Okay. Should be easy, relatively easy to follow.
I hope that didn't smash the part I need. This statue is incredibly detailed. It's practically lifelike.
Did they got turned to stone?
Did they actually try to chew that?
Oh. That can't be healthy. Even with regular stone.
There you are.
Good here. At last our sentence is so close. We'll start immediately. We are honored to be the first to ascend. May this case gift free us from our bodily weaknesses and sins. Others await the ascension. I'll lock you up so no one can interrupt. Let me take the key.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Good here.
We are honored to be the first to ascend. Others await the ascension. I'll lock you up so no one can interrupt. Let me take the key.
The piece of the monolith was brought here, partly eaten, and the leftovers were taken upstairs. The door was locked and the key hidden among the books. This must be part of the seal.
Stone Worshipper's notes: the true purpose of the monoliths is to lead the faithful to ascension, to a new life in the changing world. Eat from them, embrace them in your flesh, and Kay's gift will free you from your bodily weakness and sins. We will join the 144,000 chosen, and will rest among the angels, while the sinners will fail to face the wrath of the beast that sleeps in the depths. Okay, so the seal is complete. Now I can open the central monolith and descend to Category R. Okay. Monolith worshippers have changed. Those that ate monolith shards were transformed into new creatures. They are not human anymore, but still live. Something in the monolith has transformed the worshippers into completely new creatures. Wait, so if they are alive and turned into stone, that's actually pretty horrible. But seemingly I can't do anything to actually shatter them or anything. I don't care, I'm sorry. If I can just circumvent it, I will. Unfortunately, I'm not entirely sure if I can outrun it. Which, fighting that fish seems, best case scenario, very tedious, and worst case scenario, actively impossible. Like last time, I shot like what, 10 harpoons into it? And nothing really happened. Isn't this the ship I arrived in Oakmont, in Oakmont at?
It's a shame you'll die here, Reed. This city has far worse men than you.
Yeah, a lot of people want to leave Oakmont, kid. Few ever succeed.
I want none of this to be real. To wake up in my bed in Boston, eat real food, drink good coffee, and forget it all.
Let me be frank. You ain't welcome. You slip up, don't cross a T or dot an I, and I'll treat you like every other criminal in here, newcomer.
Please help me die. I can't. I just can't.
No mercy, boys. He's been asking for this.
There is nothing more vile than futility. Watching this happen again and again and doing nothing. We are the agents of change, Mr.
Please hurry, Reed. We can still save the city.
You can't end the suffering. The cycle will go on. You can't change who you are.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
We're doomed to rot in this bowl.
There is a cycle. This has all happened before. She wants to be free, but she must not be, or else it all ends.
Okay, so monoliths are... Oakmont is trapped by Katiganar. Katiganar is preventing the people of Oakmont from leaving. Monoliths are part of Katiganar. The monoliths are small visible parts of the prison and have some mysterious function. Monoliths touched by the daughter. There is a possibility that the daughter can spread her influence through the monoliths. Restarting the cycle is suicide. The previous seeds died and the cycle kept repeating. The seed sacrifice must be the only way to restart it. Yeah, I don't have that much problem with this. I would, you know, gladly sacrifice myself to prolong the existence of humanity, but it's going to destroy the entirety of Oakmont as well. And like, in a way, I kind of see what Vanderberg was talking about, because like, it's what, couple dozen thousand people at the very least, and I'm killing them all for what? Because of a whim of some cosmic deity, and this is happening over and over and over and over and over again throughout centuries. Like this, there is something sick about this, and generally, as I said, I am thoroughly disturbed by like the deeper implications of utilitarian approach, because once you reduce human life to a number that you can add or subtract from equations, you can justify pretty much whatever as long as one side of the equation is greater than the other. Like, you know, essentially what this ending would say is, you know, it's worth it to kill those dozens of thousands of people because it saves millions of people that live on the world. But if you accept that, then it would also be right to kill hundreds of thousands of people to save millions, or to kill millions of people to save tens of millions. It would be, utilitarianistically right to kill, 4/10 of the entire humanity to save the other 6/10, or like, to brutally like torture them and destroy them if it would save the lives of the others, because it would mathematically add up. Like, I'm just not a fan of this approach. I think it like fundamentally destroys the dignity of a human person if you reduce him to a number. So I would gladly sacrifice myself because I own my own life. Like, by my own volition, I can choose to sacrifice myself, but I cannot decide that for the tens of thousands of people who live in Oakmont. And in a way, I'm more and more sort of convinced by I'm more and more convinced by Vanderberg that this is all like wrong to keep doing that, because I assume with each cycle restart you have to make a similar kind of sacrifice. So basically you destroy at least a city's worth of people. The daughter's influence will be stronger in Ketegenar. Whatever transformation awaits may be worse than death. With her help, I could gain power beyond belief. No, it's definitely a monstrosity. If I enter the gates, I'll free the dreamer's hidden daughter. If I survive that, what's left of me won't even be human. The only way to prevent mankind's destruction is to restart the cycle by my suicide. Yeah, but like, I am okay with that part, but I am not okay with this part, that Oakmont is going to be destroyed. Like, maybe we should all just be destroyed and like be done with it. Because not to mention, I guess what Vanderberg says is also like eventually one of those dreamers will be one of those seeds will be mad enough to actually let Cthulhu be reborn. So it's mostly I'm not even saving humanity. I'm like postponing the destruction of humanity by sacrificing a whole city's worth of people. Like, what would I need to... Restarting the cycle is useless. There's no point in postponing the inevitable. One day someone will end the cycle and mankind will be destroyed. Why do I need to change to a godlike creature to arrive at this ending? There's no sense in sacrificing my life. One day or another someone will end the cycle and the hidden daughter will be free. By entering the gates, at least I have a chance to survive. Maybe I'll even become something greater than human. You know what, but I don't like the way this is framed, because this implies I'm mostly doing it for personal gain, and because I actually believe freeing freeing Cthulhu is a good idea. I don't. I assumed it would be like the instant death of all human existence as we understand it, but it seems it might possibly be worse because like I'll unleash horrors beyond imagining, and who knows what they are going to do with mankind. Like I don't like... I thought I understand those endings, but I don't like the undertones of either of them. I think I will restart the cycle just because I'm not sure what Cthulhu's reign is going to entail for humanity. Because if it's just destruction, then sure, like, destruction is quick and painless. But if it's like everlasting torment and madness, then maybe not. Like, maybe I'm not up to that. Well, I guess I am going to commit suicide to restart the cycle.
Destiny waits for no man, Charles. Decide now whether this ends in salvation. But...
yeah, but which is which? I assume it won't end like it's just going to show me different options. Like, how do I know which ending is which? Like, if I were to judge, I would say this is giving myself to the dreamer's daughter, and this is my suicide because it's like a precipice?
I have made my choice. I willingly sacrifice myself like every seed before me. What is one life worth against all of humankind? Let the cycle restart.
Can I still view the others? I can.
I choose annihilation. The end of all cycles. Let everything die. I accept my fate. Unlike the cowards who came before me. My hidden daughter. I am coming.
Apparently there's a third ending.
I will not choose. I'll break the cycle and free all of us trapped in Oakmont. Enough is enough. I'm leaving this damn city and its madness behind.
Wait, but how is that even possible? Like, would that still not lead to the destruction of the world? Like, how am I even allowed to just flee if I am supposedly the chosen one? Like, what is the functional difference between this and getting Cthulhu to be reborn? Like, I guess they require the seed, which is inside me, but then I don't understand how is it possible for me to escape? How am I strong enough to even conceive of that? Like, to be honest, I guess let's, like... But this seems a bit of a cop-out, really. Because someone will need to take care of this, eventually. But I'm not sure how it's even possible that I can escape. Like, I guess let's do that and see what's going to happen.
I'll break the cycle and free all of us trapped in Oakmont. Enough is enough. I'm leaving this damn city and its madness behind.
I found the hidden control panel in Category R. Seems like it could reopen Oakmont to the world, letting people leave. Yeah, but how is that going to, like... I don't think this makes sense, because I'm supposedly the only seed that is actually going to reach this place. So how am I allowed to leave? And what does it even mean? Like, you know, I probably would have chosen this if I was in this situation, but as a narrative choice, I feel this is a bit of a cop-out. But let's do it and be done with it. I could free Oakmont. Yeah? And how do I... Take the seal and escape. If I enter the gates, mankind will be destroyed. If I commit suicide, the cycle will just restart, delaying the inevitable. My only choice is to break the cycle. Maybe I can use Categonar's control panel to open the city and escape with the seal. Yeah, but I don't think this is going to work. Like, what? How is the, like, you know, the eldritch being of supreme power going to allow me to get away with that? catastrophic flood. Okay, so if it implies a global wide flood? Oh, no, wait, what does it even mean? Like, am I supposed to take it as a global wide flood that is going to wipe out mankind? Or am I going to take it as the cycle repeating? Because obviously the cycle always starts with a flood, as it did in Oakmont. But either way, what? What is so? What does it even mean that I escaped with the seal? Like, it seems to eventually default, like, into either of those endings anyway. I don't quite understand it, but you know, that's Lovecraft for you. Like, all endings kind of suck, and humanity is screwed. That was the Sinking City. I have mixed feelings about this game. Like, if I were to summarize it in a single sentence, I would say I'm glad to have played it, but I'm also glad it's over. Like, it has really overstayed its welcome as far as its length is concerned and the repetitiveness of it. You know, especially the reused assets were like a monstrosity. Like, there were like 3 different houses in the entirety of Oakmont, and then they repeat it over and over and over and over and over again. Like, it was like a madness simulator all on its own. So, like, that was kind of bullshit. The combat was boring and dragged on, and like the whole character development system was screwed anyway, because like I reached the maximum skill points like three-fourths into the game, and then experience was no longer any reward whatsoever. There were a lot of sections that were borderline kind of pointless. Like, for example, I don't know why the city was so large, because there was a lot of just running around, or like the swimming with the boat was entirely pointless. So that could have been like the sections with the bow could have been cut entirely and nothing of substance would be lost. The story was okay, even if it's a rather standard, you know, quote-unquote Lovecraftian story. Like, it didn't do anything that would like blow my mind, but it wasn't bad either. Some of the side quests were actually pretty cool. For example, the side quest with the woman that had Joy, that had her mouth sewn shut for spreading secrets of Oakmont. Like, the side quests were okay, and definitely the story was like alright. The voice acting was kind of cool sometimes. Like, I really liked Robert Throckmorton's voice actor for some reason. Overall, the story was okay. What I really think is this game's main selling point is the whole investigation mechanic. I really think it shows a lot of potential regarding you having to piece together clues mostly on your own, and even small things like, you know, there being no quest markers and you having to compare the notes to find the address on the map and then go there. Like, that's exactly what a detective would do, right? He would use the city map to move around. So that was cool, and the deduction system was cool as well. But if I were to critique it, I would say it's a little bit of a pity that it seldom allowed you to form wrong predictions. Like, at some point it kind of devolved into, you know, trying to match everything with everything. Whereas I would enjoy if the game actually let you draw your own wrong conclusions. You know, if you connected the 2 clues that don't really fit together, you would come to a ridiculous conclusion that doesn't make sense, or like could make sense but only in certain circumstances. But the detective system definitely shows a lot of promise. It's just a little bit underbaked. Like, I would like them if they ever do another game, I would like them to elaborate more upon that, because that's definitely the strongest point of the game, and to be honest, the only reason why you would even consider playing it, because as a shooter, it's ridiculous. As an adventure game, it's a little bit too easy, maybe. You know, as an RPG, there are some choice and consequence, I'll grant you that, and the choices, some of them were actually pretty interesting. For example, the choice between Graham Carpenter and Brutus Carpenter was kind of interesting to consider, or the choice with whether to frame someone for a murder or convict someone who is guilty but was coerced. Those are all kind of interesting scenarios, but the investigating mechanic definitely was like the highlight of the game, and it delivered, you know, most of the time. Like, I think overall this game is average, with some above average elements in form of that investigation system. Like, I think it was a little too long. Especially when you factored in how much of the game was just running, you know, constant running around. That wasn't too enjoyable, and I think definitely the city could have been shrunken. But it isn't like the worst game I've played. Far from it. I kind of had fun. Like, with the whole running around, I was a little bit bored, but whenever there was actually a case going on, I was reasonably entertained. So overall, I don't regret playing this game. I just think it overstayed its welcome a little bit. I will maybe write like a prolonged summary, you know, a review or a summary of my impressions and thoughts on the game. If I do write it, it's going to be in a pinned comment underneath this video, and if I don't, then I guess that's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.